Greetings Internet! Today I would like to talk to you about electronic waste. As a lover of technology and enjoyer of the environment, this is an issue which is worrying to me and is something that is going to get a lot worse if we don't start to think about it more. TVs, computers, mobile phones, there's all sorts of electronics we get through these days that all needs at some point to be disposed of. And the main problem with e-waste is that if not disposed of correctly, then various contaminants such as lead, beryllium and cadmium can be released into the environment. Somewhere between 20 and 50 million metric tons of e-waste are disposed of every year. According to a report by UNEP, the amount of e-waste produced could rise by as much as 500% in some countries over the next few years. E-waste does represent only 2% of America's landfill contents, however it's 70% of toxic waste. And it's not just bad for the environment, it's also a complete waste of money. A large amount of what is labelled e-waste is not actually waste at all, but rather whole electronic equipment or parts that are readily available for resale or reuse or can be recycled for materials recovery. Cell phones and other electronic devices contain high amounts of precious metals such as gold and silver, and in the US over $60 million worth of gold and silver in the form of e-waste is dumped every year. The Environmental Protection Agency currently estimates that only 15 to 20% of e-waste is recycled. The rest goes straight to landfill or incinerators. Here in Sheffield and around the UK in general, we're doing a pretty good job at recycling. Nearly every household has access to a paper and card bin, and sometimes there are others as well, such as garden waste. There are recycling points at many supermarkets and other locations for glass and plastic and clothes and various other things. Then there are dedicated centres for larger or bulk items, and that includes electronic waste. And you can look through their website to find out exactly what they do with each type of waste product. I just so happen to live right near one of these centres, although you would hardly know it was there because it's hidden in those trees. I'm not going to go in though, because it's not really geared towards pedestrians with cameras, it's more about cars and vans. Over the last 10 years, many countries have started setting up plans and directives to help deal with this. There is even an international convention designed to reduce the movement of hazardous waste between nations, and specifically to prevent the transfer of waste from developed to less developed countries. There is still one major country who has not ratified this convention though. Despite all that, you only have to look through a few pictures like this to see that overall, we've got a long way to go. So what can we do about it? The obvious one, of course, is simple, and that's to make sure that your surplus electronics don't end up in general waste. Find your local recycling centre. Sell it second hand, donate it to a charity shop, give it to a friend, repurpose it for another task. Second is to make sure you really need that next tech upgrade. Your mobile phone company may offer you an upgrade after 18 months, but do you really need one? I'm currently considering upgrading my phone, but not because I can, but because this one's starting to struggle with some of the things I ask it to do. It's a 3-year-old S3, which is 3 generations behind at this point, and twice the length of time the phone companies would have you believe is its lifespan. And after a factory reset, it'll still be fine for someone with less demanding requirements than me, and I already have a friend in mind to hand it down to. To end, let me wish you a very happy Esther Day. That's a Nerdfighter holiday all about expressing love for your friends and family. So love to all of you. A group of us decided to loosely extend that to love of the planet and everyone on it, and each make a video about an environmental issue. Obviously, you have just watched mine, and if you want to watch any of the others, they are all linked down in the doobly-doo. In the comments below, let me know what environmental issues cause you concern. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.